Hello, welcome back to another Kouture video. And today's episode is called What is Sustainability? According to the new Oxford's American Dictionary, the word sustainability means to be maintained at a certain rate or level. So basically, sustainability means to have something and to make sure that it doesn't really change. And that's how we should view this world. We have this world, and we must be sustainable in order to keep it at its current rate or level. Now let's take the word sustainable and add it before fashion. And now we have sustainable fashion. If the word sustainability means to maintain something at a certain rate, then what does it mean to be sustainable within fashion, aka sustainable fashion? So in order to understand sustainable fashion, there is a 7-letter acronym that spells out the word sustain. It gives a gist and a guidance to understand where to buy from, how to buy from, and how to conduct our fashion purchases. The first letter in this acronym is the letter S. S stands for slow fashion. Slow fashion basically means to slow down the production of fashion and the consumption of it. This acronym totally goes against the fast fashion trend that we've been seeing over the past few years. People like Shein, Temu, and other major brand names have sped up their production process to meet the constant consumption of these fashion goods. In order to slow down your consumption and slow down your fashion intake, take a look at what you already have and be creative. Use and craft what you have already to make a new wardrobe. The next letter within this acronym is the letter U. This letter means to upcycle. Upcycling is basically what we all know it as to be. Take something that you already have and may not have much use of and make something new of it. Not only this corresponds with slow fashion and helps enable you to slow your fashion, but it also branches out your current wardrobe. Some ways of upcycling may be sewing up something new, taking the scraps of these old things and branching them out somewhere else, or going to a thrift store and buying someone's secondhand clothing. The third letter is also the letter S. This letter stands for supply chain. I personally think that this acronym has great power, but is the most overlooked acronym. That is because this is something that we can't personally do other than direct attention to. How fast a supply chain might take one product to another is how a company is considered to be either fast or slow within their production of fashion. A lot of fast fashion companies that are considered to have a fast supply chain usually use a very linear type of supply chain. This means that once a resource is used, it is not reused again. It is wasted. And knowing that fast fashion uses a huge amount of natural resources, that means a lot of those natural resources are being wasted. The next letter is the letter T, and T stands for timeless design. Timeless design means having certain articles of clothing that no matter the time fits the generation, fits the moment, fits the era. What I've seen a lot on TikTok is the idea of basic clothing. Something that is not too loud, something that can be used and utilized for every outfit. Not only buying timeless designs minimize your fashion consumption, but it also makes you to actually take appreciation of the craft that has been put into these clothing. The next letter within this acronym is letter A, and it's called artisan craftsmanship. This acronym encourages people to go out and look at their local craftsmen, their local designers, their local seamstress, to see what they're making and see how they are probably way more sustainable than the big name brands. Not only are you helping the environment, you're helping your local economy and your local small businesses as well. The next letter within this acronym is the letter I. I stands for innovative materials. A lot of the materials used to make most of the clothing that we have today have a negative impact on the earth. Whether it's the making or the disposal of these materials, it still has a negative impact. These type of materials that we see nowadays are usually synthetic fibers, synthetic cloths. Not only does the production of these materials cause a lot of issues and consume a lot of resources and emit a lot of CO2, which is a greenhouse gas, it also takes a long time to biodegrade once it is disposed, creating a lot of pollution in the earth. Last but not least is the letter N. This letter stands for natural resources. Like I've been saying throughout this whole time, fast fashion and basically the opposite of sustainable fashion consumes a lot of natural resources. And a lot of people don't realize that, and I hope to bring attention to that. A lot of these resources that we do have are usually non-renewable. All the resources that we do have are only here on Earth, and we only have one Earth. So let's be careful of what we use and how we use all these natural resources. Let's add on to our previous question. Instead of what is sustainability, what is sustainable fashion? This question we have answered through the 7 letters of this acronym of SUSTAIN. I really hope that this video was very informational to you, and I hope that you learned a lot. You don't have to just be sustainable in your fashion consumption, but sustainable in many aspects throughout your life. Whether it be deciding to not drive your car and actually walk to a certain location, or it could be doing research on the companies that you're consuming from and how their supply chains can affect the earth. Through this journey of sustainability and sustainable fashion, I hope that you learn a lot, and I hope that you take this information and use it to your advantage. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and hit that like button and share with your friends and family and let them know more about the world of fashion. And let's make green the new color of fashion.